Once upon a time, in a quiet old house at the edge of a sleepy town, the sun rose over a kitchen that looked like a war zone. Crumbs on the floor, flour on the ceiling, pots on the counter. This was not the work of an interior decorator. No, this was the work of two notorious partners in crime, a plump tabby cat named Whiskers and a clever little mouse named Squeaks. Whiskers was a cat with more fur than fury. He liked naps, windowsills, and watching birds. In short, he was the laziest cat you ever did see. Except when it came to cookies. Oh, that he was the hungriest cat you ever did see. And Squeaks, well, he was a mouse with the speed of lightning and the attitude of a stand-up comedian. He ruled the kitchen with an iron fist, or as close to an iron fist as a mouse could get. One morning, the house filled with the sweet smell of cookies. Grandma Mildred was baking again, and if you've ever smelled freshly baked cookies, you know what that means, treasure. Squeaks peeked out from his mouse hole, eyes gleaming like a pirate spotting gold. There on the counter sat a mountain of golden treasure, a dozen or so freshly baked cookies, just waiting to be stolen. Squeaks grinned. Time for the score of the century, he squeaked. He strapped on his tiny backpack, which was filled with tiny tools for a tiny thief, a rubber band grappling hook, suction cup shoes, and a spoon he treated like a sword. Then he set off, making sure to take the bait, slowly and silently, like a tiny ninja on a secret mission. But Whiskers wasn't sleeping today. His tail twitched, his ears perked up. He smelled mouse and mischief. So before Squeaks could make it to the cookie jar, Whiskers leaped off the windowsill. Now, leaping was something Whiskers did with the grace of a potato falling off a shelf. But he managed to land without making a sound, or at least he would have landed without making a sound if he hadn't knocked over a pot. And then he started stalking Squeaks, or well, as quietly as a fat cat knocking over pots can be. Squeaks darted across the counter, bouncing off a rolling pin, swinging from the curtains, and finally glided down a spatula slide right into a mixing bowl. Whiskers lunged, claws out, only to crash into another bowl and wear it like a hat. No, a helmet. A very pointy helmet. The chase was on, over spilled flour, through towers of teacups, across a battlefield of spilled sugar. They raced like cartoon gladiators, warriors of the kitchen. Every time Whiskers got close, Squeaks pulled a new trick from his tiny bag of tricks. A mousetrap decoy here, a fake hole drawn on the wall there. He even hot glued a post-it note to the back of a chair to make it look like a mouse turd. "Get behind me, you filthy animal," Squeak shouted. Though Whiskers couldn't actually hear him because, well, cats don't understand a word we say. Just when it looked like Whiskers had him cornered, the unexpected happened. The Roomba woke up. The little robot vacuum started spinning wildly, chasing both cat and mouse like it was possessed by the ghost of a Hoover. Squeaks was cornered. There was nowhere left to run. He stood on top of the cookie jar, trembling, as the Roomba slowly approached, its little brushes like the hands of fate, or maybe the fingers of a particularly chubby cyclops. Just when it looked like curtains for the little mouse, Whiskers leaped. He knocked the Roomba off course and sent it spinning into the sugar bowl, momentarily freeing Squeaks. They stared at each other for a moment, the cat and the mouse. A truce and an easy alliance. Maybe even a friendship. Well, maybe not a friendship, but a truce nonetheless. Squeaks hesitated, then nodded. "Okay, thought so. One cookie." "We split it," he said, extending a tiny paw. Whiskers sniffed it, then licked it, then took the deal. Whiskers boosted Squeaks up the counter with a ball of yarn, and Squeaks lowered a cookie down with a string. Just like that, the two rivals became, well, not exactly friends, but partners in crime. But their victory was short-lived. The cookie jar toppled and crashed to the ground. Grandma stormed in, waving a wooden spoon like a javelin. Whiskers and Squeaks locked eyes and bolted. The kitchen turned into an escape room. They dodged rolling pins, dove through spaghetti noodles, and finally dived into the laundry basket just as Grandma nearly nabbed them. Silence. then a giggle fit, then silence again. That night, Whiskers returned to his beloved windowsill, licking cookie crumbs off his paw. He found a note slid under the fridge that read, "Same time tomorrow." Beside it sat half a cookie. Whiskers purred, his tail flicking back and forth. Was it what they were playing, or friendship? Maybe both.